You know, with these teens and the generations that constantly switch through, for the next 10 years, we're not allowed to use pillow talk on this.
Well, there goes that segment.
We just have to call it something else.
Yeah. Shall we start with your pickup line?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, my pickup line. Okay. Do you have a Band-Aid?
Yeah.
Great. Because I scraped my knees falling for you.
Mine's more of a dad joke than a pickup line.
Okay.
So, you know Grandma Therese.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my grandma has walked a mile a day for the past 47 years. We still can't find her.
Wow.
Yep.
But
So
Still
that
can't
flopped.
find her.
We'll figure this out. Video of G, or do we want to talk? By the way, we're in our pajamas because it is holiday time, and this is our version of a Christmas episode. So do
Yeah.
you want to do...
I think we could probably just go straight into Christmas movies and then let conversation flow.
Okay. What are your top 5 Christmas movies? For either, are this for nostalgia or you recommend it that people go see it?
This is like every Christmas I'm watching these, and they are in order by favorites.
Okay.
So, first one, obviously, The Grinch. All-time favorite with Jim Carrey. Second one is Jingle All the Way, which is an oldie. Now it is. Third is Elf. 4 is Just Friends. And last is Harry Potter.
Give me a quote from each one.
Dear
The Grinch. Your favorite quote from The Grinch.
The Grinch.
By the way, our daughter is petrified of that scene.
Yes.
It's not the... That movie has a kind of a scary intro to start, from them climbing the Whoville Mountain and the dog barking with the monster to then the first interaction that you see of the Grinch is him scaring a little girl. So...
I guess it's a little intimidating now, but back then, it was so creative.
Yeah, we were also older when we watched it.
Nuh-uh, I was in the first grade.
She's 3. You were 6.
3 going on 13.
Okay.
She's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, what was your number 2? Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way.
That's on my list.
Okay.
If we have a movie that's on the same list, I didn't order mine.
Okay.
So Grinch makes my top 5. Jingle All the Way makes my top 5. What's your quote from Jingle All the Way?
Nobody likes you, Booster.
Ta-ta, Turtle Man. You can always count on me. You never keep your promises, ever.
That's probably going to be our favorite movie to watch with Kayala. Just for the fact that we actually have a son. And
Did any of your cousins have the Turbo Man doll?
Not at all.
Oh,
I didn't even
we
know
did.
that was a thing.
Yep, Justin and I
No
had one.
way.
Yep, with the boomerang and everything.
No way. Was that an actual show?
I don't think it was an actual show. I just think the doll came out because of the movie.
When did that movie come out?
99, maybe 98, maybe earlier.
Yeah, I was Gianna's age when that movie came out, probably.
Fill the conversation. I'll see what year it
Okay.
came out.
So if you haven't watched Jingle...
1996.
Oh, I was a year
You were
old.
1 year old.
I was
Yeah.
a year old, so I... Oh, wait. You guys were 2, 3?
I was 3. Yep.
Oldies.
There's the age difference between us.
Yes. 2 year, 3
You
year.
weren't even 1. You were 3 months old. 2 months old.
Yeah, you're over here just robbing cradles.
I like... Nope. I'm not going to go there. Not going there. Let's not get canceled.
Okay, what's your next movie? You didn't do your top 5.
I know. I got... Well, you finish your 5, and then I'll add whatever.
I said my 5.
You got... Okay. Refresh me. Jingle All the Way was number 2.
Jingle All the Way, Elf, Just Friends, Harry Potter.
You count Just Friends as a...
Heck
Okay,
yeah.
it is. It
I
is.
watched that during the holidays.
You're right. I guess we do watch it. Mm-hmm. So Harry Potter, is there a particular...
Out of like those,
that just gives you the
seven?
most Christmas or holiday vibes?
I think it's the first one, honestly. Oh, what?
No comment.
No, the first one is all the nostalgia you need. It goes through all the seasons in the movie. It goes through Halloween. It goes through Christmas. The kids are very youthful. They're very naive. They're very young. There's even like a scene where Harry Potter's getting his invisible cloak.
That's
in
a
that
Christmas
one.
gift, you're right.
Yeah.
But it's 4 or 5 where they're all opening up gifts at Ron's house. Whichever one has more of a winter tone to it would be my favorite.
Yeah, but they're just dark.
You're right. But
So,
and so probably start watching the series around November or around Halloween time, a little bit late October, and watch it through. I know people have different holiday film sagas that they go through. Like some people watch Harry Potter or Star Wars. I don't know why you would watch Star Wars in the holidays, but
the one I don't get is Die Hard. I'm sorry.
yeah, I don't think that's a Christmas movie.
But people say it
It can be an honorable mention. So we'll do our top 5s and then we'll do honorable mentions.
Okay.
So as much as I love Just Friends, that's an honorable mention for me. I love it, but I just
Wow.
think I'm thinking more nostalgia,
Okay.
and I'll put Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer as a nostalgic honorable mention.
What?
But
I just watched that for the
I know.
first time.
But it's great, especially because it's only an hour long.
Please don't tell me you're putting Adam Sandler's.
8 Crazy Nights.
Oh my god.
No, that will be an honorable mention as well.
Okay.
But I would put The Night Before, just because
Okay.
it's a funny adult comedy for the Christmas season.
Mm-hmm.
If you're under the age of, what? Is it a
21.
PG-13? Yeah, it's an
No, they
adult movie, so
they definitely
don't
cuss
watch it,
in there.
kids.
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't encourage people watching it, but it's funny,
It's funny. It's funny for
Especially-
adults.
especially for the different seasons of life that we've been through. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like we've all experienced some part of that movie.
It's just nice to see
Especially
adults be goofy.
One of them is a parent-to-be, and
Yeah.
he's all put together until the night when him and his friends go have a rager, and his bathroom scene. I'm teeing it up, and the kids are gonna want to go watch it. So don't go watch it.
Don't.
But adults, it's just funny because it gives you a glimpse into what we actually think
Yeah.
our
yeah.
lives are gonna turn into once we have a baby.
Losing your mind before you even have the kid. Of like, am I going to be a good parent? Yeah, it's
Which
fine.
you're not.
There's no guidebook. We're all learning along the way.
Let's see, 2 more. I did put Jingle All the Way on there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have had my list prepared.
The Grinch, Jingle All the Way. What was your third one?
The Night Before.
The Night Before. You have 2 more.
I'm gonna go with.
Oh, you did Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
No, that's honorable mention.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with the Santa Claus with Tim
Okay.
Allen.
That's
Just
a
the
good
first
one.
one. The second actually, Jack Frost.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Santa Claus, Jack Frost,
Okay.
and not include the whole trilogy because that actually let's put the trilogy as a unique thing on there.
You can watch all that in one day.
Yeah, and then Home Alone.
Oh,
Yep,
Home Alone.
yours didn't. That's why I was like, I can't put Just Friends above Home Alone. Just 1 and 2. I don't care to watch 3, 4, and whatever number they're on now.
I'm bummed I did not. Put
Yep, you lose.
I-
So tell us who has the better list. Honorable mentions, rapid fire, go.
Oh, off the top of
8
my
Crazy
head.
Nights,
No.
the animated Grinch.
No.
For kids? Okay, I know. You have a very particular...
Mine is a little different, I think, from
Yeah, because you're
most.
boring.
I just like certain types of movies. Like, in all honesty, I know Wizard of Oz is not a Christmas movie, but I would put that on my list.
Okay, you heard it from Riley. Wizard of Oz makes honorable mention Christmas movie list.
It does for me. If we're talking about nostalgia and like watching it at a certain time, yes.
I guess during holiday break, you tend to watch your favorite movies. So I'll give you.
Absolutely.
Now, what about holiday sitcoms? Are there any episodes from sitcoms that stand out to you?
Are you talking about
Like
just
Fresh
shows?
Prince of Bel-Air,
Oh no.
the season 1 where Will
No.
puts up all the ghetto holiday decorations and all the Bel Air neighbors get mad.
No, I feel like that's more you. I
Yep.
was definitely a big movie buff. Like we would record it on the DVR and rewatch it on rerun every week.
I would watch Fresh Prince Christmas and the one later with the Boys to Men, where they
Yep.
invite Boys to Men, or he invites Boys to Men to Nikki's christening, and then Rugrats Christmas episode
I don't remember.
where Angelica gets a lump of coal.
I don't
Spoiler
remember.
alert. The Fairly Odd Parents Christmas episode where it's Christmas every day of the year.
I don't
Oh
remember.
my gosh. Okay.
I don't remember any TV shows anymore.
Well, we will transition to what traditions do we have as a family, or what do we eventually want to start having? Actually, you go your Christmas
Okay.
upbringing, and then I'll do mine, and then we'll talk about what we do at G.
Okay. So are we talking about like childhood? What
Just
are
what
childhood?
Christmas was for your family.
Ooh, okay. So Christmas was very, very detailed. My parents were the bomb.com when it came to Santa Claus. And to the point where well, this is one of my questions. I believed in Santa Claus until I was a freshman in high school because they were so good. At, not to mention, I'm very gullible. Thank you. But they were really good about just keeping the Christmas spirit. My dad would like grab his boots and put the ashes in our fireplace and make little boot prints walking over to the cookies. Or he would build a house out of presents and we would walk out and we didn't necessarily get a ton of presents, but it was just all that extra stuff that really made Christmas special. And then we would always do a themed Christmas tree, which
We
I
will
love.
put a picture of her parents' Christmas tree this year.
Yeah.
It is Grinch themed. And my first Christmas walking into the family was like,
What the?
yeah, I'll just leave it. I mean, it's great. It's great family time putting up the tree, but that's a lot of effort. And one, I'm not a creative person, so to think of like a theme for your Christmas tree, my theme would be like, it's red and green this
You're
year.
like,
Next
it's
year we'll
Marvel
use
for the fifth time.
silver and gold.
It's a Bronco themed Christmas tree.
That was, yeah, Teenage Martin. It was all about sports and superhero movies.
Yeah. Okay, so what was your Christmas like?
So Christmas Eve was special in our family growing up because it was my grandparents' anniversary. So every year,
I didn't know
Mama and
that.
Papa, they got married on Christmas Eve. So every year, my cousins and I, on my dad's side of the family, would all meet at my grandparents' house and open up our presents together. The most memorable, let's do one most memorable Christmas as a child, and then we could fast forward to adult. But I remember one Christmas in particular getting the Game Boy Advance and the Pokemon games. And just Pokemon is a Christmas nostalgic pastime. And so every once in a while, during the holidays, not so much as an adult, I tried last year, or 2 years ago it was, to plug in Pokemon
Yeah.
Blue version again and see if I can collect all 8 badges. Yeah, that's so time consuming. I wish that there was were you you didn't do any Pokemon
I
stuff?
actually did when
Okay.
Nintendo was a thing, when you had to like blow on the big,
Oh, yep,
you remember? And then you had
Yep.
to like shove it in the box.
yep. Oh, Pokemon wasn't on that. It was
Oh,
on the Game
yeah.
Boy.
I never had, when I had a Game Boy, we did Tetris because we never bought anything outside the sample games.
Got it. No, doing levels 1 through 20 is just a hassle. It takes you like a week to just get your Pokemon up to that point, and Anyways, enough Pokemon talk. On as
Video
well as
games.
Christmas Eve, our us and our within our immediate household, we were allowed to open one Christmas present on Christmas Eve. Did your family do that?
No,
At midnight, we were allowed to open one gift.
no, because all gifts were from Santa.
Okay, because you believed until you were a freshman.
Absolutely.
Did your sisters find out before you?
That's actually a great question. I don't know. I would say yes. I would say yes, just because I think I was the oldest, and when I found out, I think that's when they found out, around that time.
So 14, 9, which I feel like the average age for a kid to find out is probably 3rd grade to 5th grade.
Probably.
It's healthy. I mean, don't judge us parents, but I feel like it's healthy to keep your kid's imagination believing till like 5th grade.
And I can imagine it's easier for parents when that age gap is so big, because once your oldest kid finds out,
Yeah, you're just like, well,
yeah,
we're done.
yeah,
But and as well as opening one gift on Christmas Eve, the tradition that we had with Santa is that his gifts were not wrapped.
which I think is so smart.
Yes, because that is how I found out that Santa Claus was not real.
Me too.
I was 5 or 6 years old, because then at least 6, because my sister was already born. It was July or June. I lost a toy underneath my parents' dresser, so I went to go grab it. Lo and behold, I pull out Rugrats wrapping paper. I was like, Mom, why is there Rugrats wrap? Yes, Santa's not real. It wasn't. They could have just
such a
like,
sad
oh, how
time.
did that? Like, they could have played into it, but just they were like, this is our opportunity to give it up.
How old are you?
6, maybe 7.
Okay.
It's definitely like 1st or 2nd grade.
What a bummer.
Yep. And then I was the jerk older brother, given that I had a 6-year age difference. By the time my sisters were like 2nd or 3rd grade, I was like, you need to learn that Santa's not real.
Oh my, why is that a
Well,
thing? Let me ask. Because you're not the only one. I had a cousin who was like that too. She found out, I think, when we were in 4th grade.
It's probably just pettiness of like, if I know, then everybody must know.
Yeah. Or they're just mad that they were lied to and
Yeah.
we're being lied to.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd rather be oblivious and keep the spirit going. I'm okay with that.
Because you believed till you were 9. Or in
Not
freshman.
9th grade.
Yep. And so, what do we want to continue doing with Gianna?
I definitely like the idea of not wrapping the gifts, because that was heartbreaking to find out that way that Santa wasn't real. And I think our biggest thing too is more so now than we have been, because Gigi's just getting older, is we're trying to teach her the concept of like what Christmas actually is, and hopefully she's not getting greedy with the presents. But
I would say this is her first year of just being, I want this, I want
Yes.
this, I want this.
Yeah.
I have that, I have that.
yeah, and I do enjoy like going through the toy catalog with her and having her circle, because that's just so fun as a kid. But I don't know, we're trying to implement ways where we can actually bring Christ into it a little bit more, because obviously we're celebrating it because it's his birthday. And how do we do that within our family on a daily so that she's constantly remembering, I think, is what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, because at a young age, you don't just want to sit a kid. I mean, that might be the best route to just sit them down and be like, it's not about gifts, it's about Jesus. And for kids to be like, it's Jesus' birthday? At least I know that's what Gigi, it's the birthday?
Yeah.
Is it my birthday?
She's just now starting to understand the concept of birthdays. But I also think, I don't know if there's a cool way to tie it in. I always thought about if someone made a storybook about how
Go ahead.
Christ and Santa work hand in hand together.
That's blasphemy.
I'm
just kidding.
If it yes,
but
it is. It's not biblical,
No, just
but
the spirit of giving.
Yeah.
And how it's not just about the gifts that you receive. But
yes,
speaking of arrows out, it's about sharing time with your family during the holidays, and 2, filling like a real need that people have. And we're not the biggest homeless outreach people, but
No.
it's great to see people that cook meals and bring it out to the homeless during the holidays. But we should at least teach Gianna This is the time to fill needs that other people have during the
That's a good
holidays.
point. Give more than get.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so
Are we
this
feeding
year,
homeless people this year?
yeah, they're right over there. We'll go. I got nothing against it. I don't know if I want to bring my 3-year-old. If like in a controlled setting, going to a soup kitchen. I remember doing that in high school during the holidays, and it was great. So yes, we can plug into that of some sort. But there's also just people in our immediate circle that have needs
Yeah.
that we can help, and I feel like that's going a lot, or you have a lot more ROI in
Well-
investing in the community immediately around you.
Yeah. We can also just start very small and donate whatever old toys she doesn't use
That
to kids
would be a
who
good tradition to start. Is
Yeah.
okay, it's Christmas time.
We go
Let's
through our
pick what
toys.
toys you want to give to other kids.
maybe clothes that they've grown out of, and we regift them.
All right, Gigi, time for you to learn to let go of stuff.
Yes.
You're not going to be a hoarder.
No. No, I really like those traditions.
And speaking of traditions and Jesus, let's transition into the verse of the day,
Okay.
or topic, or podcast. Anyways,
Our verse and reflection.
verse and reflection. So, we all know Christmas as having great joy, right? And the love of God is joy. So, John 15:11 says, "I have told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete." Pretty self-explanatory, but go ahead and give a reflection, and I'll give some more context to what John 15 is talking about. I got you.
Well, my question is, what is he told?
Who? What is Jesus told?
I have told you this so that my joy may be
Oh, okay.
in
So
you.
this is when Jesus is giving the "I am the true vine and you are the branches" speech or sermon, and so he's saying that by remaining connected to the true vine, i.e., example being connected to the source of God, which is love, then my love will flow through you, and you will continue to love others, which it carries into after 15:11, it goes, 12 says, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." And so that's definitely a tradition. I think that could be the meaning of Christmas right there that we teach Gianna, is joy comes from God. As you remain connected with him, you can better love other people by laying down your life, being uncomfortable in the way that you serve others,
Yeah.
not doing it out of convenience.
That's going to be something that needs to be developed, because that's a huge concept for a 3-year-old.
Yeah, no. Gianna, you got to love mom and dad by
Yes.
keeping your mouth shut and just doing
By being a good helper.
Yeah, which she has definitely grown into a great helper.
Yes.
And I think once she realized she was going to be a big sister, she stepped up to not just helping for the sake of being involved, because I know that kids want to be involved in everything. And it was hard for me to learn that lesson, because I guess you can say a control freak.
Slight OCD.
Yeah. I just want things done efficiently.
Yes.
And when it comes to cooking or folding clothes, yeah.
Even painting the dang sleigh.
Yes, so we had a big Amazon box, and we decided to cut it into Santa's sleigh and have her paint it. And she was having a blast getting the paint all over the place, and my brain was just like, why are you wasting the paint? And Riley had to remind me, hey, this is for her to have fun. This isn't for...
Yeah. She has got, her hands are covered in red paint. It looks
Which
like...
we should have recorded it.
Probably.
It's okay. Oh, well.
We're so in the moment. Half the time
Yeah.
we forget to record a lot of things, but
Which is a lot better to be in the moment.
yeah.
with your kids than to have them stop what they're doing and record things just so you can post it. So
Yeah. No, we're definitely
If-
spur of the moment if
yeah,
we
we
record
want-
something.
if we ever share things, we want it to be authentic and organic,
Yeah.
not rehearsed and scripted.
Oh yeah. I
So-
want to bring it back to old 90s tapes. And you used to take those big camcorders and you record like your holidays or whatever. You only brought those out on special occasions. So I think it's the same.
So should we go to our questions from the kids or we can't call it pillow talk. Gosh, or should we just work so hard at naming it pillow talk that
No way, dude.
we can't change the tone of it?
No, first of all, I don't understand a lot of lingo anyways, and I would hate to give off the wrong context while we're trying to do this together.
Fine.
But originally we were going to call we call these like little conversations that we have while we're just comfortable in our jammies. Let's say it's like 8 o'clock at night and we finally got Gigi down, where we just talk.
The most, almost like early dating stages of what's your favorite color?
Yes.
What's your this? But a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Which I'll do my question first because I
Okay.
totally forgot. Added to the honorable mention list. It might make its way to the top 5 once we watch it more.
Okay.
But Red 1,
Oh, I do love that movie.
yeah, it's a Christmas movie with The Rock in it and whatever the farmer's insurance guy. Dun 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 dun. He's also in Spider-Man. Peter Parker. The Daily Bugle. Anyways, the guy who plays Santa in the movie.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, Red 1. Go ahead and give your takes on that movie.
Well, it's so funny because I was talking to my mom about that movie, and again, my family is half Samoan, so they either love The Rock or hate The Rock, and they all are kind of like haters towards it a little bit. And I don't really understand why. Maybe because it's like cringy seeing someone who could be your relative, because Samoans are all related. But I really enjoyed the movie, and I thought it was hilarious. And it's funny because The Rock does certain things that do remind me of my dad, which does make me cringe at times in certain movies. But I think for the fact that this movie was really lighthearted and joyful, and he played like this stickler, strong elf, and I was like, oh yeah, that's like totally how my dad is.
Yeah, so a quick synopsis without spoiling everything. The Rock is essentially Santa's bodyguard.
Yes.
Chris Evans, right?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans plays this hacker who
Find
is
Santa.
hired to find Santa.
Yeah.
And it gives a glimpse into Krampus. And that was an interesting dynamic. I didn't know the dark history of Krampus until I went to go look up some history of...
Me either.
So, spoiler alert, Krampus was known to the folklore, at least, where Santa would give the kids on the nice list gifts. Krampus felt that the kids on a naughty list deserved to be punished. And some stories go as dark to say that he would physically beat / potentially kill the kids. And it's... in Europe, it's like, be nice or Krampus is going to come get you in the night.
No, I thought in Europe they do festivals.
And they also do
how they like have a
festivals.
parade for it.
Yes, and they put it in a different,
Yeah.
creative, fun.
Lighthearted.
Yeah.
So it's really
But
cool to see how,
maybe we'll clip in a video of the parade. Have you seen it?
I have.
It looks
It
dark.
looks dark.
It looks demonic a little bit.
It looks
and-
dark, but I also don't know. We're only getting
just
7 seconds
Yeah.
of what we already know. So
True.
the bias is definitely there.
Yeah.
And then half the time they're tying like some creepy song to it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So my question for this not pillow talk conversation
Non-pillow talk.
is, in the movie, which you see in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, Rock has the ability to make any toy come to life and be fitted towards real life applications. So he takes a Hot Wheel, laser beams it or whatever, and it becomes this real Corvette.
Amazing car.
So, what toy from your childhood would you want to pew pew
I'm not gonna lie, Barbie Dream House.
that that's smart.
I would
Because
so do a Barbie Dream
it's
House.
affordable house, although it is plastic. Because getting a house nowadays, I guess we can have a little bit of talk of that conversation. It's
Yeah.
not working for us.
It's
It's just
expensive. It's tough. I think we're in a, well, not to mention that we're currently in a recession, trying to get out of it a little bit. But when we actually got married and finally were growing to become adults, the pandemic hit. So it was just, it's just not our time.
Yep.
And I don't think for a lot of people it's their time. I think for most people that have been established financially and in their careers, they had a better opportunity than we have had in the last 5 years.
yeah, we're definitely trending up in that.
Yeah, definitely. So it didn't happen, I think, according to our timeline, but in the good graces of God, does that ever happen? No.
Yeah.
Things never happen in our timeline. So we know that the more patient we are and we just keep working hard and we let God bless it. And when the time comes, it'll take care of itself.
As the wise Professor Phil Richter would say, have a plan and be ready for that plan to change.
Yes, absolutely.
So
So we are creating our plan.
I'm trying to think. I was prepared to ask that question, but I wasn't necessarily prepared to answer the question of like,
What toy?
yeah, Barbie's dream house is great because you get this big mansion brought
Yeah.
to life.
I'm surprised you're not going the car route.
I mean, they did the car in the movie, so I don't
Yeah.
necessarily want to just
So
do
you're telling
it
me
again.
if there wasn't what's your favorite car, a GT?
Yeah, if there was a Ford GT, I would beep you and have, but for the sake of making the conversation fun,
Okay.
probably the Turbo Man doll.
Really?
Or some type of like,
Does he come to life?
actually, you know what? Take this back. Buzz Lightyear. Because if
Why?
the toy comes to life and you can actually fly and stuff like that, then you get your space man who can, give you an extra helmet and we can go to space.
Okay. That is a childhood dream if I ever heard of one.
I'm
Which,
sure, like, because you can't bring game consoles to life.
no. No.
No.
I guess your favorite toy would be the next one. Was
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear your favorite toy?
No, but I just,
You just like
Is-
Buzz Lightyear.
yeah. Or Power Ranger toys. Don't act
What about
like,
Superman?
I mean, yeah.
I'm surprised that's your go-to.
Okay.
That's your man
Scratch Buzz
candy.
Lightyear. Don't go there. As an adult, I would probably pick Deadpool.
Okay.
But just for the mouth that Ryan Reynolds has and the he's so funny.
Yeah.
But yes, obviously, if you can make Superman your best bud and fly everywhere, it'd be fun. But I was thinking more Buzz Lightyear because I can have my own suit
Okay.
versus Superman having to like hang. As great as Henry Cavill is, I don't want to snuggle up and have him fly me up to places. That's more like your fantasy or
Sure. I'm okay
Yeah.
snuggling up to
yeah.
Superman.
What's your question?
Okay. My question is, well, I had already asked it. So
Come up with a new one. You
I
have
have three
notes on your
questions.
phone? Okay.
I have three. Don't worry, relax. It's just not really related to Christmas as much as it's related to the upcoming New Year.
Go
So Nicole was whining. So I have two questions. First thing is New Year's resolution, because it's never too early to think about that. And then bucket list. What is one thing
No, we're gonna scratch off for.
we're going to scratch off
2025.
our bucket list? Yeah. And you can't say Hawaii.
No, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
you can't say Hawaii. We're going for my job, not even for a real vacation.
We get one extra day for real vacation.
We do,
Yep.
but we need a bucket list, and it can be anything. It doesn't have to be a vacation. It could be, I don't know. You get more Nespresso pots. Like I don't care.
Okay, one thing that I would like to have accomplished in 2025. See, I'm more of a literal when it comes to stuff like that. I would love to have a Abolish or Christ Bible study like what Coach Ware had for me and the kids. To have
Okay.
that at the volleyball club where I provide meals and we just have, fun conversation with the kids.
All right.
I think that would be something I would like to have come to fruition.
You probably get a really good start with like even Pop Warner football boys. No?
I grew up playing football. I just don't want to go into that realm quite yet until maybe Keala is playing.
Okay.
But also I want to, if some of the kids that we work with have brothers that play, then sure, come on in. But I don't also want to take advantage of the network that's already there. I don't want to try to go to Pop Warner and be like, hey, I'm not your coach. I'm not even your other friend's coach. I'm just the person that wants to, I think it's weird to just...
Yeah, but it's such an impactful age where that's where it starts. And then when you become a teenager, that's always a fun memory. Kind of like what you just talked about. Otherwise, starting as a teenager, it takes a long time to build rapport, build relationships, and trust for kids that don't know you.
Right, which is why I want to have it happen with the kids that do know me.
I get that.
So, what's your
my bucket
answer?
list?
Yeah, bucket list or...
My bucket list, smooth delivery through this pregnancy. And I really want to, this is so funny. On my bucket list is actually, I want to do a nutrition poop test. to
see what deficiencies you have?
Yes. Yeah, I do. Especially because of how much your body changes after giving birth. And then my rheumatoid will also flare back up again. So if I can figure out how to manage it through vitamins and food first before I hop on prescription, then prescription. It's not like I had dentures. Then that would be ideal because that's what I'm used to. But yeah, and I think a poop test is awesome. It tells you everything.
You heard it here first. Go get your poop test.
Go get your poop test.
All right, the question from the kids to wrap it up. So dark.
Yeah, do page 2. I had better questions.
Yes. Would you ever want to move somewhere besides California? If so, where?
You go first.
No. I wouldn't. Because if I was forced to move, I'd probably choose Hawaii. Just for the sake of still being... I feel like that's the closest vibe that we have to Oceanside. Mm-hmm. I guess it doesn't say in the States.
So we can move anywhere.
Anywhere, then probably some uninhabited island in the Mediterranean. To just imagine having your own family island.
How are the kids going to socialize?
Social media.
They climb coconut trees.
Yes. Well, the Mediterranean, you could just get fresh fish every day.
You could.
But just the change of pace to get out of the States and have enter the blue zone to eat because when we go to our favorite restaurant, All Mine, they have flour that is imported from Italy, and so it allows Riley to eat gluten without having a flare up.
Yeah.
So to travel to one of the blue zones and eat food from there, because when I think about moving somewhere, yes, weather, but more importantly, food.
Yes, we did mention that we're big food people.
Yep. So what is your answer? If not California, then where?
I'm going to go for 2 different versions. So if we were to do something in-state, obviously Hawaii is a given, but I wouldn't mind moving to the country, like Tennessee. I know you're giving me that look. Mainly because of the food option, I would not mind having a farm.
Yes, just not Tennessee. No offense to those that are in Tennessee.
I mean, I've never been to Tennessee, but
Neither have I.
I can imagine that there's a lot of land, there's many different types of seasons, and
I'm
I
just
don't know.
not. I don't. Again, I went. Well, not again because I never shared it with them. But I was out in Iowa for school, and I know that's not the South or it's not country, but
That's cornfield
it's the
central.
Midwest, and
Yeah.
it was too slow of a pace and too much country music for me. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Yeah,
now that island music is making a come for country, I'm kind of cool with it.
yeah. Like Common Kings have that Nashville to
And even Mowley he's
yeah
an upcoming
reggae artist who does a lot
country.
of country.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
don't.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, true. I guess I don't mind the sound because it's very bluesy, but the crowd. I'm not a boots
Yes.
flannel. Apart from
No.
this, you're not going to see me wearing flannel.
Well, we're not going there to have a social life. We're going there to have a
Yeah, then
farm.
I'd rather do that up
Yeah.
in somewhere in California, like Northern California.
It is so hard to do it in California. And remember, we're mainly desert here.
You're right. And I guess the question was outside of California.
Yeah.
I'd probably choose Colorado.
Colorado is beautiful. I do like Colorado. But if we were to do out of country, I'm definitely going to Italy. With the vineyard instead of a farm.
All right. One more question.
Yeah.
Okay. Here or here? Too long?
We can
Different day.
let's do how did we meet?
Okay. So the question is, how did you and Coach Riley meet? And they spelt Riley wrong.
And everyone does.
Everyone
it's okay.
does, though.
It's no hard feelings.
Very hard feelings. You should know by now. Just kidding.
Very, very.
I guess you
rare.
weren't any of their coach.
No, but even I have players that I've had for 3 years now, and they still spell my name wrong.
Yeah.
But I spelled their name wrong, so
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, it's fine.
So how did we meet? Your perspective and then my perspective.
My perspective is coming from a sophomore in high school who just got her braces off.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God. Literally, I think it was 2 weeks before I met you, I got my braces off. And was not allowed to date until after I graduated high school. That was always a rule. And we came over to your guys' house for your dad's birthday, which my parents never do. So
Yeah, this was 2011.
yeah, talk about like God was in the works. My parents never socialize.
Now
with-
they do.
Now, yeah, through
Pickleball.
pickleball, but it's still family for the most part. But they don't go outwardly to like go and make friendships happen. And when we bumped into them at Walmart, and they're like, "Oh, come over."
You were there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw your parents, and they're like, "Yeah, come over. We're barbecuing." And my dad's like, "Sure, sounds like fun."
So was it, I know that they invited you. My dates are just scrambled. Was it later that day? Or was it
It was
like you ran into them on Friday and the
no,
birthday was on Saturday?
we ran into them that day,
Oh.
like that afternoon,
Then that is God at work 100%.
and
I knew it. I was like, God, just bring that lady my way.
no, and yeah, and I was like, I don't know what to wear. I'm just gonna put on this. My dad got mad at me because I had too much blush on, so he made me clean my face. Like it was just a whole thing, and we went over, and I saw pictures of you on the wall, and instantly I got nervous. I was so sweaty.
Not much has changed. She still sweats.
Still sweats every time I look at him, but I was so nervous. And I sat by my mom the entire night, and I refused to talk to anybody because I was like, I'm not going to make a fool of myself. And I don't know how to socialize and talk to boys.
I was the one to make a fool of myself.
Yeah, it was
because
fantastic.
My cousins were over, and we had a basketball hoop in our backyard. And
yeah.
maybe my cousins and I were playing horse or something.
I think it was
we did-
horse.
Yeah, we weren't playing 21. We were playing horse. And me being the charmer that I am,
Quite the charmer.
quite the charmer. So to paint a visual, you get the table. There's a little like cement low wall. Then it was the grass where the basketball court was.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to where she was at behind the cement wall that was maybe
While I'm eating too
well,
and,
yeah,
and stuffing
full-
my face.
Full face stuffed. And I'm like, hey, this shot's for you. So I take the shot, goes straight in, swoosh,
I swear you
And
missed it.
nope, I made it 100%, and that's how she knew he's the one.
No, and the crazy thing after us initially meeting that way was what you had prom a couple months after.
Yeah, so that's maybe I've shared this story before, maybe I haven't, but my dad's birthday is in April 23rd, which is also our daughter's birthday. So our daughter and my father have the same birthday. He was stoked about that.
Yeah.
But so April 23rd, and prom is probably like 4 weeks away. Me being the ladies' man that I am, had no date. No date to prom. So when at some point my cousin and I are inside, I'm like, I don't want to embellish this part. Justin can call me out. I think Myron might have been there too.
Okay.
But as cheesy as this may sound, I feel like I said, I'm going to marry that girl. I know for sure I said, I'm going to bring her to prom. But
I didn't even talk to you that night. That's the crazy part.
I was like, that's a girl worth marrying.
You made the shot. I went to go sit next to my mom.
Yeah, I did not make the shot, but it totally banked and just bricked. But prom was 4 weeks away, and me being so skilled at talking to ladies, I was like, hey, Jess, my sister, can you go get Riley's number from Aubrey, her sister?
Who
And
are
so
the
probably
same
a
age.
week goes by, and I had the intent of getting her number so that I can make the first move and text her, whereas that is not what I guess was communicated between our sisters.
No, I was
because-
told to text him,
Yep.
and I said, someone told me to text you.
Someone told me to text you, so
You know, a girl named Jess told me I had no idea. I thought it was Jessica, actually.
yeah.
So,
So we went to my senior prom. I was a senior, she was a sophomore.
my dad made me put a whole thing of mace in my little clutch purse. And,
If we can find pictures, we'll put pictures right
oh,
out
dear
here
Jesus, no.
of our senior. Yeah, they want to see the pictures.
The pictures are horrendous. Mind you, this is what, 2000?
This is 2011.
When there
So,
was no style, so don't judge.
Yeah, the bulky tuxedo. Had a black tuxedo with a royal blue.
Yeah.
It was great. Thank you, Men's Warehouse. But yes,
Yeah.
carry on the story, or is it just how we met?
This story can go on forever.
Yeah.
So it really
Do they-
just depends.
Do we want to continue, or do we want to save?
We can a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
I think they want to know what happened at prom, probably.
Yeah, I did not make a move because I knew that her dad was strict, and
It would probably kill him.
yeah, and also, cheesy or whatever it be. I just knew that there was something special about it. I didn't want to ruin it by being the guy that just kisses her on prom, which I guess looking back would have been very romantic. But I was like,
Very.
I
It
was
would
about
have been my
to-
first kiss, though.
yeah, and I was about to go off to college, and I was like, I don't want to set her up because I knew you would fall for me if I kissed you.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. I've
I
never
didn't
kissed
wanna-
a boy,
yeah, I didn't
and I get
wanna
asked to prom.
kiss her. I remember we're gonna get very intimate here. In the in the bus back home, party bus or limo?
Party bus.
In the party bus back home, she had her head on my chest. I was like, this is the sign if I've ever seen a sign. And I didn't do it. I didn't have the guts to kiss her. And I remember her looking up. I was like, this would be the time to kiss her, but nope.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad you didn't, because I would have been like headsprung and like probably like, what is he doing? Even crazier. Probably thinking that we're dating when we're not, because
We
I had
both,
no game.
We both had no game. It would have been like, yes, we were each other's first like full real relationships, and so it would have been even more romantic and high school sweetheart-ish to just start it right then and there,
yeah, but we probably
'Cause-
would have messed up a bunch.
more than we already did.
Yeah.
or at least I already did.
Oh, we both
So,
messed up in certain
yeah.
ways. So it
By
really
God's
did
grace,
work out.
we did not start dating until my sophomore year of college.
And I
in
graduated
2013.
college or
Yep,
college,
high
high
school.
school.
Yeah.
So you technically listened to my dad's rules and you waited.
I remember you saying that you were not allowed to date until you graduated.
Yes.
And technically you hadn't graduated yet, but you were done with school.
Yeah, technically I
You
graduated
finished
early.
You finished. You were not. Classes were done,
Yeah.
but the graduation was not until June.
Yeah.
So I still waited until March. It was. I guess we'll go into when I asked you out. It was. So 2011 we met, went off to college. Stupid college life. Fast forward to 2013, Christmas break of 2012. So a year and a half later, we were hanging out. My phone broke.
Oh yeah, this was
Yep,
terrible.
so imagine we didn't have, at least I didn't have a smartphone yet. I had the keyboard texting phone.
Yeah,
And
I didn't
she
have
wasn't
social
allowed
media.
to have social media. So I
So
was messaging her cousin through Facebook of like, hey, please tell Riley that I broke my phone.
yeah, but they didn't tell me anything.
No, she didn't tell
No,
you. So she just thought I ghosted her for 2 months.
it felt like 6 months.
Yeah, it probably was because I know I did not have a phone. Basically, I got to campus in the fall and my phone broke.
Yeah, and I would
And
see her
so-
mom all the time,
Yep.
and she was the only one holding down the fort because she was like, "Oh, my son
Because
loves
I would tell
you.
her.
My son is gonna date you when he gets back from
Yep.
school," and I'm like, "This woman's crazy." Like I haven't heard from that boy in 6 months. I'm not dumb.
Yep, and neither had my mom heard from me because my phone broke.
Yeah.
But yeah, so come Christmas break, we hang out, and I still don't have the guts to make the move. Fast forward to spring break, I'm like, this is stupid of me to not, like, I can't let somebody else take her. So I asked her out spring break, March
Yeah.
10th, which is our due date. Whoa.
Oh, we never put that together.
So Kayala could potentially be born 12 years after we started dating.
Isn't that funny? Gianna's born on the day that I met you.
Oh,
And then Kayala's gonna be born potentially on the day we started dating.
I hope for your sake that he's early, but
Me
that would
too.
be
But March 10th for this for the storyline
Yeah.
sounds pretty cool.
wow. Well, there you go. That is our story.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yep.
This
All
is
right.
really working out for us.
Yep.
So that's the end of how we met, technically, and how we started dating.
If you would like to know more, let us know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good at coming up with it on the top of my head.
No, and I'm sure we have 1,000 embarrassing
First date,
stories.
first whatever,
Yeah.
and most embarrassing moment with one
Oh my
another. Let us
gosh.
know what you want to hear.
Yeah.
So,
Just we were too
what do they
utter.
say? Go in the comment section and let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're not those people.
Like and subscribe. No,
There
we're,
will probably ever only be 10 people that watch this, and we're
Yeah.
fine with that.
no, we're really doing this for fun because we don't do anything outside of this. Huh?
Nope.
We're home.
We work together.
Yes.
We're together a lot, but doing something fun like this,
We're together a lot, but we don't talk to each other a lot. It's very like work based. So this is really fun for us
yep.
and really lighthearted. So
That's it. Goodbye.
Merry
Peace.
Christmas.